ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this edition of Unpopular Review NXT. It's not even just NXT, it's the Great American Bash. I even hung this bad boy up because it's the Great American Bash. I'm one of your hosts, Badguy Jack, and this show it couldn't ship to a good show unless we had a captain leading it. You know her, you love her. She's the captain of the ship, Captain Shaykespeare. Hey!
Hey.
I like how she was so happy. I thought it was a fun show. I mean, I know I'm jumping right into it off rip. I thought NXT was a really fun show. Some of our castmates who were in the chat even thought this was a very fun show. So, I mean, before we jump fully into the show, what did you think?
I loved it. It was great. I feel like for the most part, every person I wanted to win or I felt should have won did win. So I can't complain. Yeah. We get a concert.
Yeah, no, and I agree. And we had a concert too. I mean, how often do you get? I mean, I feel like someone can sit here and say there have been wrestling concerts, and of course we get that. But we had a little bit of everything. So why don't we open up with I thought was a really good banger. Captain, I think you should run this actual match here because I know how much you feel about MSK. I'll put my little feedback in, but what did you think about this opening? MSK against Timothy Thatcher and Tommaso Ciampa.
This was really good. I mean, my only drawback is I'm a little worried for Champa and Thatcher because I just don't know where they go from here. But I'm also really happy that MSK won because it upsets the NXT crowd, and anything that upsets the NXT crowd feels my blood. And it was just such a good match. I liked how they went about it because I feel like Ciampa and Thatcher still looked very strong. They looked great. They took MSK took a lot of damage, which they usually do. Most of the time, it's always Nash that kind of takes a lot of the beating, which I don't understand, but I mean, whatever. But it was great. I mean, they had some moves. It was just all over the place. I loved it.
I love your excitement about it. I agree. I thought this match was really good. I thought it was a very fun match. What I liked about this was it showed the toughness of MSK because I feel like, and not to downplay any of their opponents, but Tommaso Ciampa and Timothy Thatcher are just a different breed, if that's the best way I could put it. I thought this was probably the most competitive match that they had. I agree that that audience, that that NXT audience is not believing in MSK. I think it do stem from them once again just getting everything a little too soon. But they also show how good they are. They show how tough they are. I mean, there was a lot of stuff. I mean, I took some notes. I don't even know why my notes are on the floor. I almost fell out of the chair, so I'm already off to a good start. I mean, I just thought this match was great and I think it's the styles too, because you have Ciampa and Timothy who they just like to hit people, man. They just like to smack, hit. Like Timothy have this move where he grabs you by the face and slaps you. MSK, they're all about speed. This was a very fun opener. There was even a spot where I really did think that, oh man, they're really gonna take the tires off these dudes. There's a spot where Tommaso he hits his fairy tale ending, but instead of going for the pin, you have Timothy. He goes for the ankle lock, and then right there I said, oh, never mind, because if he went for the pin, he might have really got me. And I thought that it was such a fun opener. It was such a banger. I mean, I know NXT the last few weeks has been getting a lot of flack, like it's just paint by numbers. But this match just proved how, like, when they want to, they could put on a really good not even just a good show. Not even just a good show. I think your opener has to be this. This has to be like you have to have an opener. I remember as I was watching the show, I was banging on my notepad, sitting there saying, like, I really got caught up in the match, and I thought this was great. I really thought this was really, really great stuff here.
But that kind of shows I want to say the trust that they have in MSK. How many times since they've debuted have they had them open? Because they trust and believe that they are always going to put on a match that's going to get the crowd going. And I also feel like this match also held a great
Mhm.
It was a great thing for them because they took a beating. And I feel like maybe they feel like the NXT crowd feels like they just got the belts and they didn't take the beating or earn the right. So I feel like that's what this match was, and it served its purpose of kind of them earning respect. As they said at the
I
end of the
do. I agree.
Champa and Thatcher were symbolic of the NXT crowd. I don't really think it had anything to do with Champa and Thatcher. They're just trying to make the crowd be less angry at them. I don't know.
Less angry at MSK.
Yeah.
I think the crowd have made their what they feel about MSK. They've made it clear. And not to say that I feel like towards the end though, I do feel like eventually um MSK did win that audience over. So like at first they do chant boos and then not feeling MSK. But I feel like as the match goes on, I mean, let's put it this way. When they get the 3 count, I don't think I heard a boo. I don't think I heard anyone booing. I think they feel how they feel, but as the match go on, they eventually earn everyone's respect. And I think that's what this match was all about, is earning respect. Tommaso Ciampa is someone who's been like one of NXT's Mount Rushmore guys. Someone like that. So that he obviously got that respect. And so to put these guys in the same ring as Tommaso Ciampa, former NXT champion, tag team champion, once again probably on the Mount Rushmore. I thought this was some really good stuff, and also too. And I'm not someone who cares about size and nothing like that, but I really did not realize how small Wesley was, like, or is actually, because I looked at the thing and they had the stats to talk about the height and the weight, and I saw 5'8". I said, "Wow, I did not," and I don't care about
Yeah.
huh?
He's a little pocket rocket. It's okay.
Yeah, no, but he was actually someone I thought was stealing the show. I thought he was. I mean, I kept my eyes on him because I thought he was doing such a phenomenal job. I mean, Nash does a great job too, but Wesley he's just a little firecracker. And then when I said what I said, he's a little firecracker. So good stuff.
Pocket rocket, okay? He's a little pocket rocket. That's what we call him.
Sure, Shane. I'll give you that. Because I feel like as I keep saying, a little firecracker. He's like, no. It's you have a term for it. Okay, I don't. You got it. And we're gonna before we get into the next segment, which I want to just point out, this was a really good match. Let's get into some of these comments because you guys are part of the show, and we want to know what you guys thought of the match. We got boom. All right. I know this guy. He's a tremendous guy. Jeff Flipman. He said, "I love this freaking show and Great American Bash too." Fire. Oh, he was talking about us. He loves us. Good job. Yeah. I called it Io Shirai, and he's just gonna spoil it for everyone. Hey George, so he says, hey, Io Shirai and Zoe would be the NXT Women's Tag Team Champions thanks to the return of Tegan Knox. Oh, so that's who's been charging their phone. Oh, today is apparently it's not the Great American Bash, it's your day. Good evening. Good old Mike. He just wanted to sit here and say welcome to. I love his welcomings. He's such a friendly guy. Mike, you're tremendous. Thank you for that, sir. As I try to zoom down, if the computer will work with me, but then if I start cursing, I'm the bad guy. Hey, look, he says hi, beautiful people. So
good. Yes, this is what I like.
Let's keep it that way. You. Hey Jack, I see you have a superhero thing behind you. Ha 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 ha. Love the red tonight. Yeah. See, Shay is literally the genius of when it comes to what the themes are for the show. So, shout out to the captain. Shay, get ready for a lumberjack match with her smoke.
Yeah. I got my axe sitting next to me. You want to see it?
No one was prepared for that, ladies and gentlemen. Would you please welcome back Miss Tegan Knox? Oh, okay. Look at that. Yes. And how are you, bad guy and captain? Yes, pretty well, and we're even extra good because you are here. And oh my God, I just got to throw this out here. That is my uncle. Hi, uncle. That's my uncle. Hello, uncle. Yes. I'm sorry. I got really excited because you don't watch this. I'm sorry. I got very excited. I would put Captain on the Mount Rushmore of UPL. Wow, he is just so nice. I'm very scared. I don't know. And we got this guy. That's the little bro. Hey guys, love the red on the yellow show. Thank you.
Trying to be festive, like Great American Bash, red, white, and blue. Listen, the only blue shirt I have, I just bought, and I'm just I have a plan for it. I have a plan
She
for
did.
this.
She put this all together,
I have a
and this
plan for
worked
this.
out. So you got to give all the praise to the captain.
Yeah. So
And
yeah.
yes, good job. There we go. I could tell you a funny story, but we won't tell that story. It was actually a funny thing we talked about earlier.
It's a later
But
date.
let's talk about let's talk about this very next segment. We have Samoa Joe and William Regal, which I laughed at my handwriting because I put Samoa and Joe like I was in such a rush. But you have Samoa Joe and William Regal out there, and they're talking about this match. Not even match, but they're talking about this face off. I actually had to do a quick before putting the notes together. I was like, man, are they having a match tonight for the Great American Bash? Which I
Well,
thought would have put the I thought it would have really stacked up the card a little bit, but they have a face-off, which was fine, which was cool. So you have Karrion Kross and Johnny Gargano. You know, William Regal brings them both out. They said they've been going at it for the last week or two, and we
yeah.
need to settle this, right? All right, cool. So you have Johnny Gargano come out, and then Karrion Kross come out. I honestly thought about you in this segment because, like, you always mention how they do a disservice to Karrion Kross because they put a microphone in his hand, and
Yeah.
it's not like this man cannot talk. I think he's very elegant. I think he can articulate his words. He know how to talk. It's
Mhm.
not that he don't know how to talk, but it's almost very bad when you have someone just on the opposite side who's more charismatic as he is.
Yeah.
And Johnny, um, you know, he points out he starts the promo off with, "Oh, okay, you suck." He just says, "You suck." Oh, so Karrion, he's Karrion is not he's not a colorful guy. He's just pretty much about let me kill you, leave the blood on the floor, and then let me go with my girlfriend to the restaurant or something like that. He's not about the jokes and games. He's just not about that. So, Johnny says that. Then Karrion, he says there's three things that he really thinks about his day: never to lose the NXT championship, main event WrestleMania, and become the WWE champion. And then he makes fun of Johnny Gargano's pants, which was ridiculously tight. I do have to agree. Like, it was ridiculously tight. It
Like, they're good for holding things up. You don't know what he goes through.
I'm sorry. You know what? She pointed out something. I don't know what he goes through. Because all I know is I like my legs to breathe. So maybe he just don't like his legs breathing. I mean, I don't know what people are into. You're absolutely right, Captain. But the segment here, and then I want to get your feedback on this. So you have Karrion Kross mention those three things. He mentioned that you're wearing your wife's pants, to which Johnny eventually goes, because eventually William Regal says, that's enough. We're done with this. We have next week. We're gonna have Karrion Kross against Johnny Gargano, and the special enforcer, special referee is Samoa Joe. So they're already almost planting seeds for Samoa Joe. Like you just see it, right? Okay, cool. Johnny Gargano says, "Oh, okay." He says, "All right, cool. That's all I wanted. Cool." Oh, you mentioned my wife, right? Okay, cool. You couldn't lace her boots, and I said, "Oh!" And when he did that, right? We all know this is a work, but I couldn't help but say, how much was that a shoot? Because that was pretty rough. Captain, what is your take on this? What is your take on this segment?
I liked it. I like this little cat and mouse thing that's been going on between Karrion and Johnny. It's entertaining. Johnny just makes everything funny. I just love his character. Like, he's come such a long way to me, honestly. Because I remember in the beginning, I wasn't that really into him. I felt like he was like,
Really?
yeah, no. In the beginning, I felt like he was like mini Daniel Bryan. Like, he really didn't bring anything to me. Like character wise, and I really think he's grown so much, and I'm like a huge fan of him now, like seriously. So it was great seeing that. I also loved how when Karrion came out to the ring, Joe literally didn't even make eye contact. He looked straight ahead. He acted like he wasn't even you could just tell the disdain that Joe has for him, and it's like little things like that build up to what's coming.
Yeah, they're definitely teasing it big time that Samoa Joe is definitely going to be getting in the ring. I mean, he's going to get in the ring. It's just a matter of time, and I would love nothing more if that's a thing, because Karrion should have a. can't tell you how long he should have a run, but he should have a run to me.
Yeah.
Eventually, if Samoa Joe gets in the ring and he takes it off him, cool. But I think Karrion, because everyone is already almost putting it on the calendar. Karrion is moving on up, moving on down to the main roster, right? So they're already putting in the papers like, oh yeah, he's moving up. I just think he should have a nice little run on NXT for a period, and then eventually, if they just want to do whatever they want to do with him on the main roster, then so be it. But I do agree, it's definitely something that's going to be happening soon, where he is Joe and Karrion is going to get. And I think that would be actually pretty fun because their styles, when you really think about it, it's very similar. Very similar. Difference is Joe, he actually can, and not to say Karrion can talk. I'll say that again. He can talk. But there's something about Joe. He can, if Joe was in a forest, he could cause a forest fire. That's how much fire that comes out of his mouth when he talks. And I do like the things like you pointed out. I do want to point that out. Like he didn't make eye contact with Karrion, which was a good eye on you, Captain. But there was a spot where, like Johnny was sitting there talking about, Joe, when they said Joe's gonna be the ref, and Johnny got happy. Yeah, Joe, and you see Joe kind of just like, you're an idiot. And I love that because Joe is just no nonsense. He's no nonsense at all. So I thought this segment was good. And next week should be, I think it's going to be a really good match. I mean, I don't think Karrion's awful. I just think that, I think back like a month ago when they had that match and Karrion was in the ring with all these little guys who were running circles around him. Karrion's just a guy who's on the ground. So he's just not a, I don't expect him to flip over the ropes. And if he did that, I would.
Can you imagine?
I can.
To be honest, out of
that would be. Say that.
The roof might blow off out of shock if he did that.
I was gonna say maybe just the whole arena blows up. I just expect him he'd just be like a nuke when he flips and everything just blows up like that one terrible episode of SpongeBob with the pies. But I'm pretty sure no one in the chat watches SpongeBob. It's awful. Like the older ones were great.
Okay, yeah.
But there you go. So let's get into some of these chats before we go into the next segment and commercial. Shayna is when Miss Tegan Knox made her return into the Capitol. I had a huge smile on her face. His face. I'm sorry, not her. She had a huge smile too. I'm glad she's happy to be back.
I had a smile too. I was so happy to see her.
Samoa and Joe, future NXT. Yes, Samoa and Joe. Yes, good job. Love the red. Hey, credit to the captain because she put this together. She said, "Let's have a theme," and we do. That definitely sounds like a shoot. Yeah, I mean, I mean, when he came at him like that, I said, "Wow, I said, oh, Johnny, please." Joe is the man. I agree. Joe is killing it. I like Johnny Gargano too. I wasn't into him in the beginning. Like, which version of? And I can see the comparison because babyface, and you're rooting for him.
Yeah.
Almost like a lovable loser.
Yeah.
Johnny is whack. Well, that's okay. Did Kyle O'Reilly buy Joey Ryan's wrestling trunks? Gross. Gross. That's a gross. Gross.
Hello.
I don't know if he did that. I can't deny nor confirm. With all due respect, Johnny Gargano's wife is in deep hot waters because Miss Tegan. Oh, okay. He want to bring it in. I do want to talk about that because I think there's something I've totally forgot about that because, and we could talk about it. I don't want to just rush into it. The true is I don't like Johnny. Okay. Well, do you like me? I like to know these things.
Yeah.
I know I make it all about me. Remember when Joe said TikTok young champion? Could that be foreshadowing something? Shout out to English class for teaching me. Hey, shout out to English class for teaching my man Ruben.
It could be something.
I am wearing a red wig.
Everybody's in.
I was going to wear a red wig too, but it might have been very awkward. Like everyone would have probably just tuned off. Thoughts on next week for the NXT Championship? I think it's going to be fun. I really do. Because the thing with Johnny, even if you don't like him because of his height, charisma, all that stuff, which I think, charisma is why he's improved a lot. Oh, thank you, Sean, man. I like you too sometimes. Where was that loser of NXT, Captain? You
start out so good, Elvis, and then you just always start with some bull every time.
And the sad thing is he's not even the size of a bull. That's gonna be a picture. I'm gonna send that to you when you did like that. My thoughts on it. I think Johnny and Karrion's gonna have a really good match. I think it's gonna be fun. I think it's gonna be fun. Like I know what's gonna be fun here is let's see if we could get a good one. Okay, boom. You know what else is fun? Commercials. So here's a commercial, and we'll be right back as she does the dance.
Of course.
Do you agree with me, going backwards a little bit, that when Naomi came out for her entrance, that was the slowest and least energetic I've ever seen her do her entryway dance?
I don't know. I barely paid attention. I don't really care. I mean, Naomi, it's a cool entrance. I mean, I've seen it a million times, though. It's like, okay.
Well, I barely pay attention. The only reason I paid attention was, like, she's barely moving. So then I did pay attention. And it generally is a cool. I'll check it out again and let me know what you think, or let everyone know what you think, because she looked particularly sluggish. I don't think she's happy about this whole storyline thing.
I don't think anybody would go out there dancing because, they'll be like, oh, yeah, better take an L to do drop again. Let's go.
That's her job 8 out of 10 times.
Whatever. But getting into
that's her job, literally 80% of her work.
I'm laughing at these two fighting, but you know what show where there's no fighting? This show. But still, watch the Monday Night Review show. Evil Dose, and I think sometimes Technician watches Raw. It just sometimes depends on his mood, depends on his the time he takes a nap. But let's talk about some really good stuff because this was a really, really fun show. But before we go any further, I did want to point this out because Mike pointed this out to you. Is for you, Shayna, not me. What it brings me acknowledgement. So what that means is don't acknowledge him anymore. Yeah. Elvis is a loser. He always says dumb. Oh my goodness. Listen, we don't have bad language in this show. We're a family show. I mean, we're all about family here.
No, it's you just like listen.
Wait, who said my beard was dumb? That's bad.
I never said that. I never said that he's starting. He's trying to cause dissension between the happy team.
I know, right? Ron said your hair look. I never said that. Your hair looks very nice.
Never said this.
Yeah. Captain, I think you should lead this. We had LA Knight going against Cameron Grimes. Cameron Grimes to the moon. Now the question was, could this man go to the moon? Or was it eclipsed? So, Captain, please take over. I will not be talking.
I would also like to say before the match, Kushida said...
Ooh, I missed this. Okay.
He is coming for Diamond Mine because they attacked him 2 weeks ago. And he means business. And I believe him.
Did he have a business card?
He did.
Okay.
It was in his back pocket.
Okay. She's magnificent. Carry on.
All right, so... LA Knight, like, oh man, this guy is so good. I'm sorry, he's so good. So he comes out and he's looking like $1 million, as the $1 million champion should look, which is why it's not Cameron Grimes. Sorry, not sorry. So he comes out, he's looking great. Cameron comes out, he has some nice gear. It's looking, nice, looking good. Not better than LA Knight, of course, but good for him. So they have their match, and oh my god, I love this. And again, I always say, I feel like I say every time Cameron Grimes has one of his, awesome matches, is people forget because of his character how good he is in the ring. Mm-hmm. He's so good. I mean, some of the moves he was pulling out, I loved it so much. And LA Knight, he's not any slouch either. I know he's not fully known for his wrestling, but he keeps up. Okay. And this was an awesome match. I loved the whole part with the $1 million title. I was a little scared. Listen, I'm not going to lie. You saw my Instagram. I was scared. I was like, hold up. Stop doing this because you're going to get us messed up. But he turned it around. Boom. DDT on the title outside the ring. So the ref did not see it. But who cares? Cheating. We love it as long as LA Knight wins. He wins. He does his move. What are you doing?
I'm not. I'm sorry. I was adjusting my thing. I was listening to you.
Don't do that. I'm in the middle of talking about greatness. Do not do that.
I don't get this kind of praise. I'm kind of hurt, but whatever. Keep going talking about.
So he does.
Oh, you know, she made business does that.
Lit you up. Anyways, I say he does his finisher. He wins. Cameron Grimes is going to be a butler, and we're going to get some of the best content on NXT. Do you think we're not getting good content right now?
No, I'm laughing because when you said butler, I thought he was going to say he was going to be a butt. I was kind of concerned. I was like, wait, he's about to be a body part. I was kind of worried.
Child.
I am a child. What do you expect from me? That's why I got hired. What are you talking about? I am a child. Like, I'm not even I'm a whole man child. What are you talking about? But yeah, this match was good, and I do have to agree. Like, he's definitely, and I know that's something we've said countless times. He's not known for his wrestling, but I feel like even as a wrestler, he has grown. Like, character-wise, he's always been good. When he gets a mic, he's so comfortable in it. Even in the ring, I feel like he was still talking trash to Cameron Grimes. It was the right outcome. I'm sorry. LA Knight had to get the win. The $1 million belt does look better around him. I think the story of listen, I think we all like a feel good story. We love a feel good story, right? But it was cool that LA Knight said no. Like I like how you was just like no. Like you feel good. If you want to feel good, go watch Lifetime. I'm gonna sit here and ruin all of this. I like it. I feel like he's the kind of guy that would go to a kid's party, take the head off. Like, you know, if they have one of them characters like Mario and everything, he'll take the head off and say, "Look, he's fake." Like, he would just ruin it. That's the kind of heel he is. So he did the right thing. It was the right thing. The right outcome. He had to get the win. I thought it was a solid match, and I think also too. You mentioned about content, right? Yes. There's definitely going to be a lot of good stuff because even something he said, "I hope you have a plunger or something to clean the toilet because I got work for you." So good stuff. Good on and this guy has been, I gotta give it to LA Knight. He's been killing it. First I wasn't sold on him personally. I just said, oh cool, like he got a name on the indies. I know he was doing the stuff in NWA. Okay, cool, whatever. And he got a good look. Guys, I mean, we're practically twins. So I know we're practically twins. So I know that he has a good physique and everything like that. And wow, you are just the rudest. Wow, you are just easily the rude. But I blame you being on the show with Chris. Because you wasn't rude like this before. But I saw you looking like, what was you looking for? Was you looking for Chloe? She's not taking pictures at the moment.
He was saying something to me. That's why I looked to the side.
Okay. You know what? My apologies, Miss Rude. So, but yeah, LA Knight has been killing it. Good stuff. I thought this was a great, solid match. And honestly, and this was the second match. So far, it was like 2 for 2. What was it, like 5 matches, 2 out of 5 so far, and this was a really good match. Before we go any further, because we got the next segment, let me get my notes. Hold on,
Dakota and Raquel interview with McKinney.
Absolutely, but let's get into these chats because the chat been on fire tonight. You guys have been incredible. We're gonna go with this. Cameron Grimes is gonna be a baller. Yes. LA Knight is a future GOAT. Oh, so he's gonna start saying "bah." Okay, yeah, but you don't even know what a GOAT is, you jerk. I'm sorry. I'm not a fan of LA Knight. I'm more a fan of Cameron Grimes. Don't be sorry, though. She likes bad boys.
I like LA Knight more, but I do like Cameron too.
Shay, don't let Elvis mess with you because I'm a gentleman. I'll show you respect. I love how he said that. I just image him rolling up his sleeves. I just image that. Like, yeah, I know, right? Guys, will Joe be a fair ref next week? Yeah, no, because he can't do anything unless he's attacked. So
we're gonna do something similar, probably what he did with Adam last week. I feel like he will turn a blind eye sometimes if Cross pisses him off at points in the match. For sure. Absolutely.
We got Mike. He said, "Bro, you are one of the best UPR." Oh, well, thank you. Oh my God, you're so nice. Thank you. LA Knight is going to beat Samoa and Joe for the NXT champion. Shut up. If I was LA Knight's butler, I beg him to. Oh my God.
I'd appreciate you.
Shay's twin is. Oh.
Just get the comment off of here because he's being funny. Just
No,
get
he is being funny. You're rude. I don't like that. Absolutely no. Shane, without question, you and me, myself, should be a triple threat announced. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Triple threat. Oh, and I just want to acknowledge this guy one more time. That's my uncle.
Aw.
He don't even watch wrestling, but I appreciate you even watching a little bit. Thank you, uncle. Give shout outs to my uncle because it's my uncle.
Shout out. Ooh. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let's get that. Of course, we on fire, but we not as hot as.
Oh my God.
Yeah. No, I yes. But let's go to the next segment. You talked about the Dakota Kai and Raquel Gonzalez, aka Giant Gonzalez. I do think that and not even I think, I'm sorry, let me just get to the point. Boom, I had a brain freeze. You know, the seeds are already being planted because when they spoke in the mic, you see Raquel getting ready to talk, and then Dakota said, no, I got this. Like, wait, what? Like, so I'm supposed to just sit on the side like I'm one of those guys on the Knicks, like I'm supposed to be like a bench warmer or something like that? What do you mean, wait, I'm the women's champion. I beat Io, not you. What did you do? You've been in.
But it was great. I loved it.
Yes. No, please talk more about it. I'm sitting here talking. I said I would let you lead. Lead, my lady, lead.
I don't have much to say. I just thought I love that little subtle ad because it just keeps adding more and more to it. I can already see it put in the package, the promo package when the match happens.
Oh yeah.
There, it's gonna be right in there. Like this is the moment.
It is because you know what? I mean, Raquel is the champion. She's sitting here. And everyone's got questions for Raquel. What do you feel about this? And even stuff that if you listen to the words Dakota says, Dakota even mentions, I should be a champion. Shotzi and Ember ruined my chances of being a champion, blah, 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 blah. She's talking about all this stuff. This I. There's not enough we. Which I actually have right here. There's a Nintendo Wii right there. But there's not enough we in this conversation. It's just I. So you're already seeing Dakota you already could see where the split is going to happen. But once again, something I really, really appreciate big time on something I really appreciate big time on NXT is the slow burn. And I just think, because this has been going on, I wouldn't even say a year since Raquel won the championship in April. We're in July. So I do appreciate this very slow build, because we're gonna get there. I almost want to say maybe by November. I kind of want to jump the gun here if I had to make a prediction, which I'm terrible at. That's why I didn't do the thing like Cleo, because I didn't want to get in trouble like her. So I would sit here and say I think by November we might get something going there. I think this is. Let me see something. Oh, okay, cool. So I had to bring my notes up for this because as I was watching this segment, and she already got a smile on her face because I think she knows where we're going with this. There was an NXT breakout tournament. There's an NXT breakout tournament which starts next week, which should be great because you got a lot of new faces that I know I have never, with the exception of a few of them because they've been on air maybe the last 2-3 weeks. So some of them are very familiar. But funny story, as this thing was coming out, so we have to take notes, right? And as we're taking notes, I wrote as fast as I could, and I think I did a tremendous job. Your captain of the show thought I didn't keep up with it until I showed her proof, because we had a good laugh about it because they said the names kind of fast. I don't blame them. It's really hard to watch and take notes. It's ridiculously hard.
Yeah.
But we do want to acknowledge them and say these names. So one of them is Trey Baxter, Carmelo Hayes, Andre Chase, Josh Biggs, who's 6'8". Like, why are you that big?
I'm like, who's he wrestling?
I thought he was. I thought he was getting
5'8" and below. Who he fighting?
Oh my goodness! When I heard 6'8", I had to make a note on that because I said, "Jesus, that's a big freaking dude."
Oh,
like believe it or not, on a good day, Captain is 6'8". So like about that the height thing. I couldn't pronounce this fellow's name, but he's a Japanese fella. I only got Jiro, and I will not even try to pronounce the last name because I do not want to butcher it. Then we had Joe, I think it was Kasi. I felt like I didn't get that all right. Odyssey Jones and Duke Hudson. So we have these gentlemen who's going to take part in the breakout tournament, which should be fun. I mean, um, it should be a really fun thing because it's great to see some new faces, people you're not familiar with, and you do got to build. I feel like one of the things with NXT is they, and I don't think it's such a bad thing, but they've really depended on like the independents a lot. So these guys, if you had a name, you would be kind of brought into NXT, which is not bad. I don't think that's a terrible thing. I feel like a lot of guys who came from the Indies who I've heard of their names, but I wasn't familiar with their work. I got to see them more because now they're on a bigger product.
Yeah.
So these names who I feel like they're a lot more NXT like they're the guys with the performance center. I could be wrong. I don't even actually know, but these guys could be at the performance center. I'm not familiar with a lot of them, and I'm excited to see what the new talent, the new faces hold, and how they're going to be put into this NXT roster, which I wouldn't even say is stacked, but it's like how are they going to break through? You still got Adam Cole, you still got Johnny Gargano. You understand what I mean? What was you saying, Cap?
Who's your pick to win?
I honestly was really feeling Carmelo. Who you got?
I am a little torn between Carmelo Hayes and Trey Baxter. Yeah.
Trey Baxter. Okay, no, right. I feel like neither one of our picks are going to be, and we're just going to laugh about it.
It could be Duke. I like Duke. I'm familiar with him from TMDK. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so some of them you kind of already knew from outside.
Yeah.
Okay. And before we move on, because there's not a whole lot more to talk about, and we're gonna do a commercial. So why don't we get into these chats to see what you guys are saying in the chat? I see. I can see Dakota is going to turn on her.
Mm-hmm.
Turn on her back. Turn on her on Raquel. Just wait. I won't wait, but I agree. Raquel is evil. Well, we don't know that. Do you both think Raquel is the future of NXT and WWE? I mean, she has potential. Hold on. I actually do want to get to that. I do. I mean, she got the height. I think that she's getting better every day. I don't think she's as bad as a lot of people say. She's a big. I don't want to make it like she's like, like she's She-Hulk big, but she's a big girl, 6 foot. And I think she got the height. I think that each match she gets slightly better. So do I think she's the future? She has potential to be the future. Absolutely have potential to be the future. I don't see why not. What about you, Cap?
I think she's definitely has potential. Definitely not bad. I just need a little bit more convincing on the in-ring side of things. To see if like she'll be like the future, because she could be in the crop, but when you say the future, I'm thinking about those main faces when you think about Back to an Era. Actually, she ain't there yet for me, but she's great.
Fair enough.
100% no.
Yep, she's gonna turn on Dakota. She's gonna turn on Dakota. You got Dakota and Kai gonna dethrone Evil. That is Raquel. What is this like?
You won't stop. You're gonna keep that.
I say before November. That's cool. Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't have the scoop. I was just making a thing. So you say before, all right? Almighty George, Lois, Lewis. I said Lois. You are Lois, but you're gonna be Joe Luton. Keep me posted on the NXT show before even happening. I think that this NXT breakout tournament is going to be pretty good. I agree. Hi, so glad Tegan Knox returned. That was cool. She's been out for 11 months. Wow, 11 months. I didn't realize she'd been out for that long with injury. Love Tegan Knox. Did you like it, guys? Like me? Love stream from UK. Oh, from the UK. Hey, what's going on, UK? That's so nice. You from the UK.
I was super excited. I'm so happy to see her back. I'm obviously nervous to see how she fits into the fold, but it's Tegan Knox. I mean, she has so much potential, so I think she'll be fine, and I'm excited. She's gonna have a banger with Candice, like 100%. So
yeah, I actually do want to get into that. He said, Ruben says, Odyssey Jones, baby. I mean, baby. I'm gonna say that one last before we go into commercial. I'm gonna let you. Never lost to. You know what? I bet pink is not even your real favorite color. I think you're just a fraud. You know what I think? You know what I think? I'm not even gonna reveal everything I think. I don't. That just no. He started with me. He's very rude. Just the rudest person I've ever met in my life. If I had a broom, I sweep you in a dustpan because you're dust. But that's neither here or there. But this is for you because this guy has been very nice to you. Because apparently we're making enemies tonight.
He's already the president. Like, what type of question? What are you saying right now?
Yeah. See, we don't like people being nasty to us, and when it happens to us, like someone who, oh look, I like pink. It's such a nice color. It is a nice color, and it looks horrible on you. You stink. But that's neither. But you know what? Don't stink. Commercials.
You know how he uses the mind control to put himself in the body of a Pokemon?
Yeah, that's yes, the bad guy. Yeah.
Yes, I think Nick Khan is doing that with Vince McMahon. He's put the helmet on, he's put his body into Vince, and Nick Khan's running everything now.
Yeah, I don't think so. I just think
Nick Khan is running the show right now.
He's running firing. I'm pretty sure it went like this. Like the recent releases went like this. Like, hey boss, so I see that there's this show 205 Live nobody watches. Can I just what are you talking about? 205 Live? I've never heard of it. All right, boss, I'll be back. Let's release everybody. That's how it goes.
I still believe in my theory. Nick Khan has taken over the brain of Vince McMahon, and he now runs the company.
That they have Mewtwo on payroll, and that
Mewtwo is exactly what it is. They got Mewtwo kind of just chilling in a hut.
I love that. Like the fun thing about UPR is like each show is different. So I love that there was a mention of freaking Mewtwo. Like he was number 150. I'm sorry. It's just, oh man, I was cleaning my room today and I saw my Pokemon cards and I got so excited. I was just like, oh man, I remember when I was such a nerd. Wait. Right, I still am. Okay, never mind. Anyway, guys, you're watching Unpopular Review. This is the NXT edition. I'm Badguy Jack. She is the captain. And if you are watching on Facebook, give us a reaction. If you're watching on YouTube, give us a thumbs up. Hey, if it's a thumbs down, it doesn't even matter. Tell us why the show is dumb. Tell us why we suck, which we don't. And yeah. And if you're watching on Twitch, thanks. Oh, speaking of Twitch, I should mention this right here because sometimes I forget at the end of the show. She has a Twitch. She'd be killing it on Twitch. She has a great time. You could catch her. She's playing Fortnite. Sometimes she's playing a game where it's haunted, and she's cursing. So it's a great time. So you should totally watch it.
Don't say that. Literally, every time someone says Fortnite, I get roasted. Like, apparently everyone hates Fortnite. But that's neither here nor there. Sorry.
That's right. Absolutely. Well, we'll plug in some of these shows. So the very next thing we got here is, do you want to take over? It was a promo with Toni Storm.
Oh, yes, my queen. I love her so much. She deserves so much more than what she's getting. I mean, I guess they're building her back up for like the 700th time again.
701, actually.
You're right. And hopefully this one sticks because Toni deserves to actually be champion by this point. She's got everything. In-ring, looks, mic, charisma.
People tell me that when I do the show.
Oh my God. She's just the best. And she needs to be doing more. And now they're having her run from Saray. Great.
Well, honestly, she didn't run. She just sat here and said pretty much like, hey, look, I'm not interested in having this match. And she pretty much even mentions, you said all these things. She pretty much is saying like, I'm not some, oh, look, I need a match kind of person. I'm a star. She mentions I'm a star. She mentions that in Japan, yeah, you was a star, but I had way more matches and I was killing it, and you only got big because I left. So she pretty much just don't want to have anything to do with Saray. And but you know that matches. You know that's coming. You know that's coming. And hopefully, and I agree. I like Saray. I think Saray is really, really good. but poor Tony, like it's almost like she gets overshadowed by everybody. Like, and it's not her fault. It's just, you get what I'm saying? Like, it's this
She's
roster.
there, and then there's always this new shiny toy that comes in, and they always seem to put her with them to get them over. It's annoying, but I think Soraya's at the point where she does need to take a loss. I mean, she's had a lot of victories. Tony could be that person, move her on, and she can, be this new star, get that title. Yeah.
I agree. I actually went over an actual segment, but not even segment, but an actual match. So let's talk about it. So the NXT Women Tag Team Championship was on the line. Captain, please run this, paint this picture for us.
Well, we have Zoe Starr come out in a new gear that looks great. Very patriotic, camouflage. She looks nice as always. Io comes out, same gear, but it's Io. She looks great. Then we have The Way comes out. We have them. It's a heavy purple. It's a heavy purple. It's a lot of purple going on. The match was really.
Well, the attire, it was kind of based off. I think it was pretty much based off Razor Ramon.
Oh, you! Oh my God!
Mm-hmm. Well, you know what it is. I'm the bad guy.
It was again, I said last week, were we really expecting a match that has Candice and Io in it to ever be bad? I'm sorry. Like, they could have had 2 mops as partners, and the match still would have been good. I'm not saying that, Zoe and Indie didn't add to it. I'm just saying it's very, very difficult to have a bad match when Io and Candice are in the same ring. It really is.
I agree.
It was great. I loved how she did the German off of the top rope, or the second rope. But that was awesome. That was pretty great. I think the right people won. If anyone's gonna beat them, Io, Zoe. They have to find something for them to do right now. And the longer we keep Io from the main roster, I'm happy.
I agree, because I think Io. No. I agree. Very well put together. Well put together sentence. I do think that. I don't know if you see what's going on down there, but I do think. I was actually surprised that they got the win. I'm sorry, I had a brain fart here, but I was surprised that they got the win, because I was like, I don't think they need to win it. But I do see the story here, because even then, Io kept saying, like, yeah, I respect you, but I don't like you. And you have you have the story where now they're the champions, but something's going to happen, and something's going to come between them to eventually that they. Oh, I'm sorry. Are you playing peekaboo? Like, what are we doing there? What are we doing here?
I was speaking in Morse codes. Okay.
Oh, Morrison code. Oh, I'm surprised you didn't do it in slow motion. But I'm freaking great. But wow, I should stop hyping myself up. But anyway, this match was really fun. It was really great. Let's get to the point. The main point of this conversation is Tegan Knox is back. She is back. Her phone is fully charged. She came out and she made eye contact with Candice LeRae, not Kansas. Man, I've grown
every week.
But I said Candice. No. I said Candice. No.
You always follow it up with Kansas right after you say it.
Well, yeah, because I've dreamed on going out there. That's why I have no one can tell. Hello, but Candice. She's surprised, and he said, "Who wrote that? Who's being rude? Who's rude?" But she's shocked that Tegan is back, leaving pretty much her partner to just get killed by Zoe with this move. I forgot what it was called. I know they posted in the stats. And, she gets it. And, see, I can finish off with, when you said these, that could be finished inappropriately. Stop that. Do not be immature. Don't do that. Do not do that. You know how that could be finished. Do not do that. See, we have a lot of immature people here. I don't even know where Chris find these people. Um, but yeah. So the story is Tegan is back. Uh, and Indy gets pinned. And there's a few stories here. So Io and Zooey wins the championship. So there's a story already right there. So they are tag team champions who respect each other but don't like each other. And then you have Candice, who's going to see pronunciation. Stop laughing. Don't do that. So you have this thing where Candice, where she can pretty much pick up her feud with Tegan. And I'm not gonna lie, I honestly forgot that they were feuding. I thought Tegan was still feuding with Dakota Kai. So that's why when they were going after her, going after her, I said, oh wait, they were feuding before she got hurt. I totally forgot because it's been so long. So yeah. I forgot.
11 months.
And the last story that should be picked up here is Index Live. True love is still around.
Still believe
in
in
NXT. Dexter comes out of nowhere. He comes out of his laboratory. He comes out. He picks up Indy. Indy looks shocked and just confused and baffled. He walks off with her. Beth is blowing the gasket, just loving true love as it's blossoming here in NXT, which Wade Barrett is disgusted and says, ha humba. So we had that. I thought it was a fun match. I thought it was good. I think there was a lot of stuff, a lot of stories being here from LeRae and Tegan picking up their feud to the love story of Index to now we got new women tag team champions. Any thoughts or any follow-ups you want to make here?
I think the right people won. And I'm excited for all the future matches we're going to get. I also feel like the Io and Zooey thing is definitely going to play into the Dakota Raquel thing. This is going to be...
You want them to kiss?
What?
No, you said kiss. I'm saying you want Tegan and LeRae to kiss. I don't know what's going on here. But carry on.
Dakota is definitely going to be putting a lot of emphasis on the fact that she wants to be Io. You know, I think she says it all the time. Raquel did it. And this is her way of kind of proving that she's on the same level as Raquel. I feel like that's going to play into the story with them going after the tag title. So it's like a bunch of stories. We have Index, we have Candice and Tegan, and then we have the Raquel Dakota that's going to be fed into the Io and Zooey being champs. It's a lot. I love it. There's so many things. It's great.
Absolutely. So, and with that being said, okay, we already talked about the... Oh, you want to talk about this concert, this tour that we had from it?
Listen.
All it is.
They
all gonna rap?
Good. They all did good. I'm not gonna lie to you. They all did good. But B-Fab, she killed it. I'm sorry. She had the best verse. I loved it. I'm glad they started off with her because she killed it. They were great. They were all great. I'm not saying like they all had good flow, but she killed it. I love her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I was good. I like what's the big guy's name?
Top
Money.
Dollar. I will tell you this every week. Top Dollar.
Why do you always yell at me?
This is the 5th episode or the 3rd. I tell you, it's Top Dollar. Put some respect on Top Dollar's name.
So let Jack Dollar talk for a minute. Yeah, that's right. Top Dollar. I liked when he would come in, he would grunt and make noises because that's just me at work. So like I automatically said this guy is great on the mic. I already liked when he was and then he would just come in and he spit his verse. It was fun. I think it was a nice little segment to kind of give you a cooling period of all the stuff that was going on. I thought we had a lot of hot matches. Yeah. So having this was a really cool off. I mean, it wasn't everyone's tea. There's another group I'm in. And they were sitting there saying, "Yeah, I like Hit Row, but I don't get this." And I was like, "Yeah, well, they don't get you either." So, I thought this was fun. I thought this was cool, and Yeah, it was everything. It wasn't nothing. I wouldn't say it was nothing spectacular because it was. I mean, if you really like hip hop, you're kind of going to be like, "Oh yeah, this was so cool." But this wasn't for everyone. But I thought it was cool. It was a nice little cool period, and which leads us to the main event. And before we get to the main event, I think we should maybe do one more commercial, and yeah, let's do that, and then we're gonna talk about for next week. So, hey, guy in the back, do you want to play a commercial, or should I just like do it? Oh, you got me? Commercial.
You know how he uses the mind control to put himself in the body of a Pokemon?
Yeah, that's yes, the bad guy. Yeah.
Yes. I think Nick Khan is doing that with Vince McMahon. He's put the helmet on, he's put his body into Vince, and Nick Khan's running everything now.
Yeah, I don't think so. I just think
Nick Khan is running the show right now.
He's running firing. I'm pretty sure it went like this. Like the recent releases went like this. Like, hey boss, so I see that there's this show 205 Live nobody watches. Can I just what are you talking about? 205 Live? I've never heard of it. All right, boss, I'll be back. Let's release everybody. That's how it goes.
I still believe in my theory. Nick Khan has taken over the brain of Vince McMahon, and he now runs the company.
That they have Mewtwo on payroll, and that
Mewtwo is exactly what it is. They got Mewtwo kind of just chilling in a hut.
Hi, we're back again. That was a great commercial. You had to watch that for the second time, and apparently Mewtwo is on our payroll. So, with that being said, we have the main event. And I don't think I could do this main event any justice. So, Shay, please paint this picture. Tell us about Cal O'Reilly, Adam Cole 2, the sequel.
Well, first, what I want to get into is this disrespectful crowd booing Kyle O'Reilly. I was so mad. I'm like, what? I just don't get it sometimes. I get not liking certain people, like, but they were like, you suck. I'm like, what? Kyle O'Reilly sucks? Am I on an alternate universe? Like, I don't know. That just really pissed me off. I just had to get that out because I was really pissed about that. Again, as I said, I know you say you like their entrance music, but it's terrible. I'm sorry. I don't like either of it. It sounds like watered down Wish versions of the Undisputed Era theme song. It's bad.
If I can raise my hand once again, I thought it was hilarious when I heard the music because I have the music on my phone, so I like it. But I laughed as soon as I heard it. I said, Shay's somewhere probably just in this saying, why did y'all do this? Like, like y'all music. I mean, Adam could have kept Undisputed Era, but I'm glad that they did switch it because it's just, it kind of reminded me of Roman Reigns when he kept the show theme for too long. Because it was like, okay, cool, dude, but that's over. But I can understand why everyone is not a fan of it. But please carry on.
I mean, it's like I get changing the song, but it could have been like
it got to be good. I get you.
It could have been better. Like, I don't know. Like, but yeah. Anyways, the match was. Oh my god, this match was insane. I want to say, for me personally, I like this match a little bit more than their previous match. That's just me personally. I liked it. I love near falls, and there were just so many. Like, they just excite me. A near fall. It was really, really good, and I also like they had like a lot of imagery and stuff. Like at one point, Adam stood perfectly with the crown from the Statue of Liberty, and I felt like that was like almost like
symbolic.
Yes, it was, and I was like, oh my god, Adam's gonna win. Sure enough, he did. That's the one thing I love about NXT. They have a really good way of like doing like certain like their camera
detail, little details. Yeah.
Their camera work is amazing, and they tell a story and they tell you how things are going to end before you even know it, and you don't even realize that they told you how it was going to end until after the fact. You're like, holy crap. I loved it. Kyle was great. I mean, Kyle was beating the crap out of Adam, and the crowd going, you still suck. Unnecessary, rude, not unprovoked rudeness. What is that about? How do
you think I feel half the time with the chat?
Yeah. Touche. You got that one. You got
Thank
that
you.
one.
You heard me, you chat? Go ahead. Sorry.
My
It's
God.
actually really towards one person. But carry on. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to do all that.
It was a great match. Again, I say I liked it much more than the previous match, which says a lot. It was just great, hard hitting. Two times I thought Adam was gonna win, and then Kyle kicked out, and I was like, "This is insane. People shouldn't be kicking out of this. This is almost as insane when Ricochet kicked out. You know what I'm talking about. You know about the kick. You remember at the takeover."
Oh, that's super. When he did the moonsault and he got like super kick.
That was ridiculous. He should never have kicked out of that. That was ridiculous. And that's why I felt about half the times that Kyle kicked out in this damn match. Why are you kicking out? This is ridiculous. But it was great. I love the match. I mean, I feel like the right person won because you can't have Adam lose too much. We'll probably have a rubber match. Let this be the last time, please.
So I was paying attention to everything you were saying, and it was I actually kind of laughed because there was a few things you said that was funny. But yeah, Adam, he doesn't need to be losing a lot. He needed to get this one, and some NXT does very well too. Is that even though I do think there's a place in wrestling for what they call chicken shit heels. Yeah. I think there's a place for that. But I like that these are heels, but they're like, yeah, but I'm still gonna fight you. You know, like I like that Adam. You know, he was still in the match. And matter of fact, the match kind of like it's funny as I watch NXT, and I really, really love NXT. Right, I love doing this review. I have fun like talking to you guys in the chat because it's fun. I love it. I want to talk about things that make me happy. So, but I'm watching this. I'm like, wow, this really felt like an indie match, and that's not bad. That's literally not a bad thing. Yeah. There were too many, and it didn't bother me. But as you mentioned, I was like, yeah, there was a little too many near falls. Like, there's a spot where Adam does like the Panama Sunrise outside. Yes. I remember a time, and here's me, old man, yelling at the sky. I remember a time with the flipping power driver. You didn't kick out. So doing outside, it just seems kind of ridiculous. Whatever. I mean, at this point now, like you can drop a nuke on someone and they'll just kick out too. Like it just, long as the Norm can do this, they're gonna kick out. And it was a fun match. Adam winning, he needed to win. There is going to be a third match. Part of me still kind of think that there might be, and I don't know when, right? So you got Roddy back, Kyle O'Reilly is there, Adam Cole is there. God knows where Bobby Fish is. But I just sit here and go like, man, I sometimes think like, man, maybe we're gonna have a fatal four eventually for the all 4 Undisputed Era members. They're gonna have a fatal four. Maybe we don't get that. I don't know what's going on with Bobby, but yeah, it was a fun match. I thought it was good. At that point, I was taking notes, but also trying to prep for the show, so I missed a lot of good stuff here. But it was a really good match. Adam Cole winning. I mean, what I don't want to say he's the face of NXT, but you get what I'm saying. He's one of the faces of NXT, and he had to get this one. And yeah, it was a fun show. I thought Great American Bash was great. I'm happy that a lot of other people really enjoyed this show because a lot of people were starting to lose faith in NXT, and I'm just like, yeah, give it time. I mean, I think NXT is going to build right back up, and sure enough, it did. And I thought it was a fun show. Captain, any last words?
No, I feel the exact same way. This is a great show. Shows like these just show everyone what NXT is about. Everyone's. I feel like they can't have every show be like stacked to the nines. There has to be building, and people get. That's the thing with a lot of wrestling fans is they are so impatient. And NXT is such a type of like slow burn and really building storylines. A lot of wrestling fans, they don't have the patience to really wait for it to like build out. They're like, we need now, boom, boom, pow, pow. It's annoying. NXT is so story based, and they want things to like make sense. I love that about them, and that's great.
So what you're saying is wrestling fans are Jackie Gleason. Like we said, power right in the kiss of the way you kept doing. Oh, that was a honeymoon. Oh, you did get that reference. I was just concerned because it's just I'm the best person she ever worked with. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that is our show. There is another segment, a certain segment coming back. Hey, Guy, you want to, I don't know, Hype it up.
Otis is very talented.
What does this mean?
He's very good at what he does.
Yeah.
He's trying too hard.
Right.
And he could be a heel. He could be that monster. He has all the capabilities. He has the stature. But I don't need to see him being so stiff with every freaking thing he does. His walk.
Right.
After everything, he just always has to tower and stuff. And I know that I think I mentioned this a couple weeks ago. I know that's Vince. Vince wants his powerhouses to act like powerhouses, act like monsters. I get that. But he's trying too hard. It does not feel natural. He can be the heel. He can be the enforcer. Chad Gable has enough charisma at this point. Shout out to Chad Gable, who just keeps improving year after year, in my opinion, and looking like that veteran. But he has enough charisma to make it work. But Otis needs to lighten up just a little bit. Not crack a smile necessarily, but he doesn't have to walk like he's just a robot. I compared him to Festus before, and he's still looking a lot like Festus to me.
That's a good accusation.
Man, I missed that theme.
Welcome
Hi.
back to Quizomania. I was doing some prepping to make sure I have everything correct for the show. It's the return of Quizomania since I had the night off, so I decided to come back. I was originally
Thanks, Dan Rathers.
I was originally under the impression that I was going to be a contestant this week against Badguy Jack, but someone looking like Betty Boop over there dropped the ball on that one.
Whoa! You will not disrespect my co-host. How dare you?
God.
I tuned
not
into
on
the
there.
show and I tuned into the show an hour ago and I was like, oh my god, I gotta make a comment. But yeah, I next week. Will I be facing Badguy Jack next week?
You will be facing him next week. I promise.
Sounds good. All right. Well, let's get into Quizomania this week. Yes, I am now the journalist boy. I am no longer the dirt sheet. I refuse to take that disrespectful name bestowed upon me by the executive consultant to disgrace my good name. So I have renamed myself the journalist boy.
I gotta say, you've been a UPR for I don't know how long, but you had more nicknames than all of us. So I commend you. I'm just gonna call you nickname.
I was never given a single nickname. I was never allowed to choose my own one, and this is what I'm choosing. I am now the journalist boy.
Oh, you didn't get that? Wow, at least I was able to choose. Like, geez.
I wasn't given an option. Nope.
Not good.
Yeah.
Not
Nope.
good.
Well, I don't know why the wimpy Wolverine. Okay. Let's get into the first round. Shazam. I decided to change. I think I did this last time. I don't remember exactly. It's been a little bit. Hopefully my Wi-Fi is not absolutely terrible because it's saying my Wi-Fi is absolutely terrible right now. So I'll let y'all.
Hey, my boss says I'm terrible.
But I'm going to do Kazam a little differently. I am going to flash a banner. And it is going to read the name of. It is going to read the name of a song. You're going to have to figure out who that wrestler is that the song belongs to.
God, I hate this show.
Now, I'm not going to ask single one of you. I'm not going to have y'all have equal opportunity. You will buzz in by saying your name. So let's try that. You're going to buzz in by saying your name.
Say the name of the superstar?
No, you're going to say your name.
I'm Ron.
You're going to say, yes, so you would say Ron to buzz in. So and you're going to practice this in 3, 2, 1. Say your name.
Ron.
Yes.
Ron.
So that's how you're going to buzz in, and the person who buzzes in first is going to be the one to be able to answer. If they get it wrong, then the other person will have an option to steal and get it correct. But you will. It could end up being that one person gets every single question. But the last round is really going to sway everything. But I'm going to...
So I shouldn't care about these other rounds with the last one?
No, you need to care about every single round because each question will be worth 5 points. But the last round is a very big round as well. So let's get into the first one. Here is the first title of a song in Kazam. Sky's the limit. Shay, what is it?
She got it.
This is AJ Lee. No.
Incorrect.
Ron.
Ron, who is it?
Wait.
Sasha Banks.
It is, in fact, Sasha Banks. Ron is currently up 5-0 in Quizmania. Our second round of Kazam. It is Destroyer.
Shay.
What is it, Shay?
Oni Lorcan.
Incorrect. Ron, you get a steal?
No idea.
Ooh.
So generic.
Oh, I don't know this one.
Take a guess.
Wow.
5, 4.
I don't know. Is this Petey
3.
Williams?
It's Samoa Joe.
Oh, come on. No one pays attention to the lyrics. Everyone's going like, Joe.
The Samoan Destroyer.
Joe.
Wrong TNA guy.
The Samoan Destroyer, Samoa Joe. That's his song that he currently uses in WWE.
Okay. What's the next one?
Coming out of the first round, Kazam, it is currently 5-0 for the challenger, Badguy Jack. Now heading into our second round, can The Rock smell it? I forgot to put up the graphics.
With them nostrils, of course he can.
That's the Kazam graphic, of course. And can The Rock smell it? These are our basic trivia questions. The first one, so these are going to work the exact same. The first one, however, is not a multiple choice because it was a little hard to find a multiple choice for this type of question. The second one, however, is because it was a very deep cut question and you need a multiple choice for that one.
Okay.
So first, you're going to do it the exact same way when you buzz in. What iconic wrestling moment happened tomorrow, July 7th? Exactly.
Ron. The NWO was formed at Bash at the Beach, 1996.
That is correct. Hulk Hogan leg drop Savage and created the NWO. Yep.
Yeah.
That is correct.
Lock in anything that has to do with Hogan. Sorry.
He is currently up 10-0
right.
on the defending champ. So now here is our multiple choice. Now I will flash a banner for every single option that you're going to have. I only know the correct one, but you will see every single one. So you guys know Axe putting up the answer.
Okay.
What was the first ever main event? The NXT back in 2012. This was when they fully rebranded. They went into new NXT, what we currently have, that first main event match. Was
the
it
very first?
Yes. Okay. Was it A, the Ascension versus the Usos? Was it B, Tyson Kidd versus Michael McGillicuddy? C, Jinder Mahal versus Derek Bateman? And D, Drew McIntyre versus Seth Rollins?
Ron.
Hey, what is it?
Drew McIntyre versus Seth Rollins.
That is incorrect. It is not. Ron.
It's a C. I didn't remember. C.
You choose C. Jinder Mahal versus Derek Bateman.
Ooh. No. Oh God, because I didn't remember. What was B?
Your options are A, Ascension versus Usos. B, Tyson Kidd versus Michael McGillicuddy. C, Jinder Mahal versus Derek Bateman.
I'm gonna go with B. I'm gonna go with B. No. Because I didn't remember what C was.
You're going with Tyson Kidd versus Michael McGillicuddy.
Yep.
That is correct. It was Tyson Kidd versus Michael McGillicuddy, aka Curtis Axel.
Yes.
Kurt Hennig.
Oh.
Yes. It is currently 10-0 for Ron heading into our final round. This is a new round.
Oh, I don't
have a graphic for it yet, but it is called 20 count. So, AEW, WWE, they have the 10 count outside the ring, but New Japan, they have the 20 count.
Right.
This works similarly to 20 questions. I have assigned each of you a wrestler. You will have 20 questions to figure out who that wrestler is. Every time you ask a question, it drops your points down by 1. So if you answered correctly on the first one, you would get 20 points. If it took you one question, 19, yada, yada, yada. A correct guess does not count against your points. So if you guessed on 18 the correct wrestler, then you would get 18 points. But if you guessed the incorrect wrestler, you go down to 17 points. So an incorrect guess does cost you a point in this round. So I am going to go with the champion last due to champion's advantage. So Badguy Jack, you will go first. I have your wrestler's Wikipedia pulled up. You may begin asking your 20 questions whenever you are ready.
Oh, I can just ask any question?
You're gonna go one by one. Questions on some. Have you played the game 20 questions?
Yeah, when I was like 2.
It's the exact same thing, same concept.
When I was 2? Okay. Is this person a submission wrestler?
No.
Is he over 6'5"?
No.
Does he wear pink?
No.
Is he alive?
Yes, he's alive. I love how I haven't even got to go to Wikipedia for these questions yet.
Is he currently employed?
You need to specify.
Okay, is he? Oh, when you say that, okay, is he with WWE?
Specify.
Oh, like brand? Is he on NXT?
Yes.
Is he Irish?
He is not Irish.
Oh, I swear to God, I thought that's who it was. I don't like this at all. That don't count. He's on NXT. Is he in a group?
Technically, no.
What does that mean?
He is not. He is not in a group. Currently, he is not in a group.
Is he a champion?
He is not a champion. He is not a current NXT champion. Take that how you will.
No. God. Did he fight tonight?
Yes.
Was he in the main event?
Yes.
Is he? Just to be sure, I need this. Is he with a dentist?
He is in fact dating a dentist.
Adam Cole, baby!
It is Adam Cole, baby. You got 9 points. Your current total is at 19. So Shay, you have to get it. You have a singular guess and one correct in order to retain your Quizomania championship.
God.
You have one guess.
Oh God.
You either have one guess or you can take you can ask one question and one guess or two guesses, however you want to take it.
I guess I'll do one guess. Is this person in NXT?
This person is in fact in NXT. You have to land this to tie.
Oh, come on.
This is terrible. This is LA Knight. I don't know. I'm just gonna say it. I don't know.
It is not LA Knight, but I'm gonna have you keep going until you get it.
Is he over 6 feet?
I'm gonna check to make sure because I don't think he is. He is not over 6 feet tall.
Is he a champion currently?
Not a current champion, no.
Is Finn Balor?
It is not Finn Balor.
Say it.
I honestly thought that's what he was going to give you, but I guess
no, that'd be too easy.
No.
Is he an aerial wrestler?
No.
No. Okay. Is Samoa Joe?
It's not Samoa Joe. He's not a currently active wrestler.
Is he Timothy Thatcher?
He's not Timothy Thatcher. No, he's not Timothy Thatcher.
Is it Karrion Cross?
Oh, you didn't. Okay, no, it's not Karrion Cross.
Is it Cameron Grimes?
It's not Cameron Grimes.
Did he fight tonight?
That's not your question. It's gotta be for Shay.
Oh, well, damn.
He did fight tonight.
Champa? Is this Tommaso Champa?
It is, in fact, Tommaso Champa. Tommaso Champa was the wrestler I chose. And when you said Thatcher, I was like, yeah, it's not Thatcher. Not Thatcher. You did finish with 9 though, which is the exact same amount that Badguy Jack finished with. Y'all tied in that category. But unfortunately, we do have. Unfortunately, Shaykespeare did lose.
Unfortunately,
we do have a new UPR Quizmania champion, the real championship. This one actually takes current knowledge to win. Badguy Jack, after trying for weeks, he shouldn't have even been in this match tonight.
You shut your young mouth.
He shouldn't have even been in this match tonight. He was not originally scheduled, but last minute, the Badguy Jack.
If you don't shut your damn corny mouth, I'm not done talking here.
I was putting you over.
And I appreciate that. I want to put myself over. I have a few things I want to say. Shay, you have been nothing but a great champion. You have held this show, and you've done a great job. And for you, Mikey, I hope you're watching this because I know you're going to go to sleep and you're going to cry and you're going to pee in the bed. You jerk. Really rude. Now, look at me now, baby. Take me off here.
You're going to lose next week.
No.
I hope you have this on NXT next week too.
I will be
I'm taking the week off next week because I'm going to go to the moon, baby.
Accepted my challenge was accepted.
No.
Yep.
You have to go to AEW.
For the
Get out of here.
Quizmania Championship next Tuesday.
I'm not defending this ever again. I'm going to the moon, baby.
We will
go to AEW and talk Mewtwo.
I'm going to mess you up so bad next week. Hayden is going to take that title from me. I'm going to have questions you don't even think you would know. Just watch. I'm going to be asking you stuff. So every time I message you, just answer right because you don't know.
It will be the
why is she so mean
Jack versus myself, the journalist boy, next week on the Tuesday review for NXT. And I will unfortunately have a special at my house that night that may make an appearance if his crooked team wants to make it on. Ron immediately knows what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, no, I know what you're talking about. You're talking about the guy with the most breaking news. I know what you're talking about.
The 5-year-old breaking news.
Breaking news. All right, let's bring it home. Hey, this was fun. Thank you, journalist boy. That was fun. And all seriousness, you've done a great job, Shay. So, absolutely, you've done a great job. But screw you, Mike. But I love this. Look at this. I love this.
I'm gonna stand to do the plugs to make sure we cover everything correctly.
Perfect.
All right, cool. So, do you want to put it up and we talk about it? Matter of fact, Shay has done a great job the last few weeks.
You lying? Stop! You lie. No.
Wow, now she's calling me a liar. Like now, what's next? She's gonna call me a fish. All right, no. You're the captain. I don't want to walk the poop deck. You got it, darling. I'm gonna do it for you. Boom. So on Monday nights, right after Raw goes off the air, you can catch Evo Dose, Jeff Lippman, and sometimes the technician if he hasn't taken a nap. They talk about Monday Night Raw right after Raw goes off the air. Obviously, you guys know to come here on Tuesday because you got the bad guy and the captain. And then there's going to be this thing called Quizmania. It's a good time. Come through. On Wednesday.
Well, let me take these next few because there's very specific things we got to get into for these. So tomorrow, the AEW review show, we're going to be reviewing Road Rager. I will likely not be on that show. It will be Big Daddy Cool and the Sheriff. It is very likely that I will not be doing AEW Dynamite review shows permanently. I'll just be jumping in from now and then, jumping in on some other shows. So yeah, it looks like it's going to be that permanent crew of Big Daddy Cool and the Sheriff. Make sure you pay very close attention on our Wednesdays for these AEW reviews over the next few weeks. Road Rager is tomorrow. Next week, Fyter Fest Night 1. Week after, Fyter Fest Night 2. And live, we're going for the Fallen. And then we have to start September, the AEW Homecoming Edition. And All Out at the very beginning of September as well, a few days before AEW Homecoming in Jacksonville. So make sure you stay tuned. AEW show. So with AEW or you don't, these are the shows that are going to get you into the product. So I would suggest that even if you don't want to watch those shows, come talk about them. Maybe you hear some really good thing. You say, hey, I want to go check out this All Wrestling Company. maybe they do some stuff that I'm going to like. On Thursdays, we do the Loki review show.
Yes.
I was supposed to release that episode, and I just got really busy this week. So episode 4 will be up tomorrow or Thursday. Very likely it'll be releasing with episode 5 on Thursday. It'll release just a little bit before, so that way y'all can watch episode 4. And then as soon as episode 4, you're finished watching that, you can go right into episode 5, our review of that as well. Doubleheader this week. Loki, fantastic show. I do that with Badguy Jack. I do it with the Mark Victor and Superior. Make sure you guys go watch that one. That is a fantastic, fantastic show. Better than anything on wrestling, to be honest. I think Badguy Jack can agree with me on that one.
I take naps.
Tonight on UPRE, we just reviewed Hamilton. I was supposed to be on that. Has some stuff come up. But I will find another show where I can sing the Hamilton songs because I know words to half the songs at least. So go check out the replay of that over on YouTube.
I don't even mean to be silly, but how are those songs? I just looked up some of the stuff earlier today because I wasn't familiar with them. But how are those songs on there? Can you say you're familiar?
Fantastic. It got me into musicals.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Thursday, we're reviewing Carmen Jones over on UPRE. I don't have the graphics for next week's shows, but I know we will be doing Robin Hood, Men in Tights, as well as The Lion King, I think. The Lion King?
Lion King?
What I've been told. On Friday, it's the last SmackDown in the Thunderdome, the SmackDown review show. Badguy Jack, you're on that, correct?
I am. I don't know who my co-host is, but I will be here Friday.
I might end up on that with you if I have the time.
Ooh, the low-key crew. We will low-key be on Friday. I'm so proud of myself.
Yep. And then the last thing, we have 2 more things to plug real quickly. Around the Blocks with Mike Knox on Mondays. If that does not get taken down for copyrights, it will be on Mondays. That's our weekly review show, or our weekly review in wrestling. We got interviews on there from time to time. Brian Pillman Jr. is in the bag. I actually don't think that's on YouTube right now. I think I got copyright striked, but I'm working on getting that up for you guys. So that way y'all can watch our interview with Brian Pillman Jr. I'm working on maybe getting an in-person interview with him next week if that's possible, since he should be in my hometown for AEW. And then Monday night, Raw review show, the worst night in wrestling, the D show, Raw. No one likes Raw. We don't need to talk about Raw. But yeah, some other things I'm going to talk about quickly that we don't have graphics for. I will be going to 3 wrestling shows next week. AEW Fighter Fest Night 1 on Wednesday, SmackDown on Friday, that first SmackDown with fans, and Money in the Bank on Sunday. I will be uploading vlogs, myself and the technician, David Sanderson. He's going to be going with me. We fixed our beef up a little bit for now. We became friends enough to be able to go to some shows together. So he's going to be coming down here to Texas, and we're going to go to 3 different wrestling shows. So stay tuned to social media. I'll be posting on the Twitter there a little bit. Might do an Instagram live from a show. And I will be posting a lot of videos, some vlogs that we're going to take if I can meet any wrestlers, which I'm really hoping to. I'm trying to get some stuff set up so I can meet some cool wrestlers. So yeah, make sure you guys just stay tuned to what we're doing, and hopefully I got some cool content for you. That's really my goal right now, is I'm trying to get some really fun content in these next few weeks. I'm going to all these shows. So yeah, it's nothing that will be plugged specifically. You just got to go onto YouTube, hit that bell for your notifications. That when I upload something really awesome, like maybe an interview with Pillman Jr., that way y'all can watch it immediately as soon as it's up there. And that way y'all don't have to keep looking at Facebook or getting the Facebook notifications or checking Twitter or Instagram. Y'all will have it immediately for you on YouTube. With that being said, Badguy Jack, why don't you take us home?
I am home. But, okay, boom. So without all being said...
Where is it? I don't have it.
Don't do it yet. Hold on, wait. Without all being said, that is just disgustingly rude.
That's a hat.
But with that all being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching this NXT edition. Hopefully you guys enjoyed Great American Bash. Hopefully you enjoyed this review. I'm Badguy Jack. She is the Captain Shaykespeare. He's the journalist boy. And we say, mwah! Good night, everybody.
Goodbye and good night, bang.
Oh, no.